And I want us to note here the spelling of the word son, S-U-N. It's not son, S-O-N. It's son, S-U-N. And there's a complete message here of the power, glory, and the greatness of God and His great plan of rescue for humanity. Now, many will say this was a misspelling. The word should have been spelled S-O-N. And it was a simple mistake. The translators just misspelt the word when they translated the writings of the Scriptures into English. Is this true? No, it is not true. The word was spelled correctly. It was spelled just exactly like God spoke it to Malachi. 400 years before Christ was born. The word son, S-U-N, gives us the meaning of the true physical and spiritual value of Jesus the Christ. God was using a physical element to describe a spiritual reality. God was using this, plain and simple, to make His point. The sun, S-U-N, this great massive burning ball of fire our world rotates around, is the life of our world. Without the sun, there'd be no life on this planet. The sun gives us light and warmth. It allows us to grow food to keep us alive. It makes our existence on this planet possible. Without the sun, our world would be nothing more than a giant ball of frozen matter floating in the darkness of space, void of any form of life. And as I said, God was using the sun, S-U-N, to make His point concerning the importance of Jesus Christ concerning the human soul. Get this, it's important. An eternal life of value for the soul. And this comparison of Christ to the Son is explained in the book of John, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through Him, and without Him nothing was made that was made. Sure put Charles Darwin down, don't it? Man didn't come from a ball of slime. He came from the hands of God. Now, verse 4 is the key verse here that I want us to focus on. Verse 4, in Him was life, and the life was the light of men. Here we can see the comparison that God was making by using the word Son, S-U-N, in Malachi, when He used the word to describe the greatness and the importance of Jesus Christ. The Son is the life-giving force, and the force sustains our physical world and our physical life. Jesus is the life-giving force that sustains our spiritual life and is the light of our spiritual existence with God. In truth, Jesus truly is our spiritual Son, S-U-N. John, in verses 11 through 12, we're clearly told this. John 1, 11 through 12, He came to His own, and His own did not receive Him. But as many as received Him, to them He gave the right to become children of God, to those who believe in His name. And here I want to be very clear concerning the biblical truth of Jesus, as we are told in verse 12 of John 1. It was, is, and always will be through Jesus the Christ that we are made the children of God. You can't buy it, you can't borrow it, you can't steal it. It has to come through Christ. Now, I know there are many doctors being taught today saying that Jesus is just one of the ways to God and eternal life in heaven. Today, right now, I want to shout from the mountaintops and through the valleys and throughout the world, bless God, He's the only way. There is no other way. Now, right away, there will be those who say, I don't believe that. My reply to those is this: I don't care what you believe. Bless God, I believe this. Amen. And the reason I believe this is because God in human flesh, Jesus said this. Yeah. John 14:6, Jesus said to him, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. As I said, God, while walking this earth in human flesh, said it, and bless your heart, I believe it. People say, well, you're foolish. No, I'm saved. I don't care what Charles Darwin said. I don't care what some scientist sitting up in a room somewhere, his hair all mangled up where he's not combed it in a week because he's been in them books. I don't care about all this foolishness. Bless God, Jesus said, I'm the way to heaven. I'm the only way. And I believe what Jesus said.